Oh boy, half bass. You ever caught a crappie? It's half bass. He done 3 jumps. Some of them do that though. Quite often you'll catch a crappie and he'll jump like that. He's trying to get that thing out of his mouth. He says, I don't know what that is in my mouth. I thought I was going to eat it. I wonder if they catch a shad or a small sunfish or other fish and get that bone in the roof of their mouth, sometimes get it stuck. I found a bass floating a couple of years ago and he had a sunfish in his mouth stuck and he killed him. There you go, it's a good one. He's probably 10 3/4. Banana pepper. LC Shad. LC Shad Jr. Banana pepper. Bam. Found another one. Oh yeah, you mean one too. Oh, that's about all. I want to pick up a 2-pound test. Oh yeah, he's over 11 inches. Well, banana pepper working them over. I've caught a couple decent fish today. Yeah, that's a good one. Banana pepper, LC Shad Jr. There you go, bam. All right, where are you going? I got my pole set up here, guys. I bought another camera. I told you all that. Well, I tried to run it the other day and I just didn't get it. Every time I stopped somewhere and set it up, I didn't catch a fish. So I quit setting it up and I go to the next dock. I'd catch one or two and I said, well, let me set it up. And the fish would quit and I had to move to another dock. But anyway, today I set it up. Bait came out of his mouth in the net. Banana pepper. And the thing went crazy. Wouldn't do nothing but take pictures. Yep. That's all it do. All I had to do was cut it on, and it would cut itself on and start taking pictures. It would not cut off. The only way I could get it to cut off was take a battery out of it. That's a good one, guys. I'm glad I netted him. What do y'all think he is? Get a guess. Get a guess. Put a number in your mind. Oops, I think I hit the camera with the pole. All right, we're going to put the top of his mouth right here. 12 inches. All right, longer than I thought he was. I could say 11. I could say 11 and a half. 12 inches. Take them all day long, right? Bam. Found another one. Oh, I picked him off. He's not very big. He wanted it though. It's gone. All right, guys. This I got a pair of pliers laying here somewhere. I had them out monkeying with them all. Here they are. That's what happens if you don't put them back in your plier, your holder, right? I'm gonna see if I can get it. It ain't down there that far, but you gotta watch sometimes. You get down here like this, and when it's not down there that far, and you jerk down on the hook, I know, push it back up there with his mouth. I done this one time. I had a doctor with me on a guide trip. He said, "You missed your calling." I said, "Why?" He said, "You should have been a surgeon." He said, you got that out of that fish without making him bleed. And he went through his gill. I said, yeah, you go through his gill sometimes. You can see the hook. If you go in his mouth when it's down that far and push it down, it'll go down to his stomach or go down into his gill and get hooked in his gill. Y'all done that before making bleed? If you open his gill to where you can see the hook, then you can pull it out and push it back up toward his mouth. And it keeps from destroying anything. But man, yeah, I said, I've been doing that for years on bass. All right, guys, the battery died. The battery died while I was reeling the fish in, so I just stopped. I just stopped and put another battery in. Grab the line, Dennis. I just stopped and put another one in. Here's holding fish now. He don't wear himself out there side the boat. Of course, you know he's going to go around that pole. There you go, guys. A good one there, too. He's probably 10 and a half. Oh, yeah. He's a good one here. The schoolers came up under me, guys. Actually, they come up under the boat. And I just dropped right down beside the boat there one time. And they kept playing with it. So then they started going away from the boat. When they got up to about 14 foot, I threw at them. Like I said, there are a lot of crappie roaming around here right now. It's they're back in here chasing shad. I've seen more crappie here today than I've seen for the last couple trips. It's that time of year. Poplar Creek's the same way. They're piling up in the back of Poplar Creek. Yep. It's not a bad crappie. There you go. He's probably 11 and a half, 11 3/4. Man, good eating size. We're having turkey tonight, so it ain't gonna happen. We're having one of our favorite meals. I think I mentioned this before. We put turkey in the oven bag, turkey breast, a turkey breast. Now let me start over. A turkey breast fillets in an oven bag with carrots, and we usually put one potato in it or a sweet potato in there too, and you got a meal, right? You can't beat those carrots out of an oven bag. They're so good. And you got a couple. If you put a couple of potatoes in it or sweet potatoes, you got your meal right there. Put it in the oven about an hour and 15 minutes on 350. When you put it in the oven bag, guys, you put just a little water in, maybe 2 ounces, and take your knife after you tie the bag off and put a couple slits in the bag, like 3, because it'll blow up like this in the oven if you never used one. And it cooks it good, and it keeps everything moist. The potatoes are moist, everything. The turkey's moist. There you go. Hey, so we can make a cooking show out of this. Goes that school. Oops. That I just caught something out of. There you go. See, they're going that way now, which is that way. I threw at them again. But that's what they're doing. They're just roaming around, and they're stopped. They're stopped, and they sit there for a while. I caught 2 or 3 of them where they were stopped. Now they done made the mind up that they need to go on. All right, guys. This might be a bass. Chasing another school here. I think I seen him just now. If it's a crappie, he's a good one. He's mean. I got 2-pound tester. I'm just holding. I need to move that post. Wow. He's just mean. Y'all see how hard he was fighting? I'm saying, you got 2 pounds. It would look like a school of crappie. And they were good and thick, tight together. The bass, usually you can see the tails kicking around most times. Oh, he's fat. No wonder. Goodness gracious. Banana pepper, you done caught a couple good ones today. Oh yeah, look at that one. Woo, good one. Banana pepper. I'm gonna end on this one, guys. Banana pepper, LC Shad Jr, 1.5 inches. I got it on a 1/48 ounce head, number 6 hook. I've got some 1/32 ounce heads, guys, on the site, number 6. I got hooks in 8, 6s, and 4s, okay? And 10s. I got 10s too. They're 1/32. But in 1/32 and 1/16, I got them in 8, 6, and 4. There you go. Bam. Good one. You want to see how long he is? I'll check him. Head against the nose up here, nose against the head against the nose. 13. Did I say nose against the head? Head against the nose. Alright guys, he's going back. Alright guys, show y'all again what I was throwing. That little tiny head. But I'm only fishing down foot of water and the fish are moving. Sometimes you need a lighter jig head just so it'll sink slower. And when you get to the fish, you can move it slower through them. You got a heavier head, you got to move it faster, right? I'm going to try to show y'all. I'm running my scope out here further. I know sometimes it flickers when I edit it. I don't know why that is. Alright, just trying to show y'all some. There you go. They're coming up underneath the boat. So that's what they're doing. They're moving along like that in piles. And I'm just throwing at them. The bass are kicking around here too, but the bass usually are not that close together, are they? They're scattered out more. And like I say, you can see their bodies moving and tails moving when they get that close. But the reason they're back in here again is shad. Now I don't see as many shad now. When I first come back here, I seen a lot of shad riffing the water, and I had bass breaking, flipping out of the water all around me. And that's slowed down some too, and that's because the sun's gotten high. But you come back in here again this evening, probably the last, say, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock to dark, they'll be doing it again. Okay, hey guys, Dennis, Fishing Lake Country. In the fall, I see some shad surfing right there. In the fall, head to the back of the creeks, okay? And get after some of these shad. They're starting to school. The wolf packs is what Crappie Connection calls it. Like I say, I mention those guys a lot. I don't know them. I just watching some on Tuesday nights when I get a chance, and interesting sometimes, especially when they have a guide on there or a biologist. But they call them wolf packs, and they said they're already starting to form. Wolf packs are forming. I've been seeing wolf packs now for the last 2 weeks like that, and that's what they'll do through the fall. And they'll leave the docks. It's not many crappie on docks now. They're starting to leave the docks. Still have a few on them, But they're starting to leave the docks, and they'll stay out here in the channel in open water. When they quit moving to the creeks, they'll just move to the main channel out further in the creek, and that's where they'll spend the winter. Yep, it's that time of year, guys. Hey, see ya.